to a beautiful night. Just the two of us together.
You know, Dad, this father-son bonding thing doesn't fool me.
Who said I'm trying to fool you?
Come on, the one you really want to be in this fancy dinner with is Taya.
Good evening, Joseph. I have a reservation with Elijah Clark.
Mr. Clark hasn't arrived yet. Would you care to wait for him in the bar?
Oh, okay. This is totally unnecessary, Eli.
Passed out in my arms, Taya.
My blood sugar is low. Get me a burger and I'll be good to go.
You know what? We'll do a fast food run as soon as I finish checking you out.
Do you really want to bother an ER doc with this?
It's either that or risk you suing me for leaving you collapsed on the courtroom floor.
Who knew you could be so melodramatic?
I just am concerned. Doctor, counselors, doctor. Someone needs to look at Taya right away.
No, someone doesn't. I am perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine people don't keel over suddenly in public.
Well, there's no argument there. Let's have a look.
You know, isn't the ER considered slumming it for a big-time neurosurgeon like yourself?
Well, they were short-staffed tonight. But enough about me. Why don't you tell me what's going on with you?
We were just wrapping up a case. Taya looked a little wobbly. The next thing you know, she fainted.
Thank you, but I can speak for myself.
Well, what exactly were you feeling, Taya?
Nauseated, a little headachy, but I always feel that way when I don't eat.
Well, why weren't you eating?
I had 2 big cases back to back. They were slightly stressful. I had no time. My stomach was in knots. Seriously. I shouldn't even be here. This is just a case of low blood sugar.
Oh, thank you, doctor. Oh, wait, you're not the doctor.
Taya, is there any chance you could be pregnant?
Admit it, Dad. You miss Taya.
Taya who?
Don't kid a kid. You think I haven't noticed that you've been a grouch ever since Taya dumped you?
I haven't been a grouch.
And you've been acting out.
Kids act out. Adults just get even.
Getting Aunt Kelly to work for you to tick off Mom? Come on.
No, come on, that's nothing. You know how much I like to tick your mom off.
Yeah, but this time you're using it as a distraction.
What?
Oh my God, Dad. You're missing the real issue. Taya.
I see. My son, the shrink.
I don't have to be a shrink to know how you feel about Taya.
I hate Taya.
Which means you love her. Hey, look. There's Mom.
Hey, Elijah, I am at the palace and you're not. I certainly hope that means you are on your way. Bye.
Hi.
Bye.
This is your son. He made me come over here because he doesn't want you to eat alone. He wants me to invite you over to dine with us.
That's really sweet of you, Jack, but don't you worry. I'm not alone. I'm waiting for someone.
Who? That guy you've been sneaking around with? So this guy you're sneaking around with?
Hey, I have not been sneaking around.
Mom, I'm not blind. I know what's going on.
You know, what happened to our conversation about how we don't assume what other people are doing?
I have to. No one tells me anything.
Okay, you're right. I am seeing someone. Seeing. His name's Elijah, and I didn't want to say anything until I knew, how I felt.
So how do you feel about him?
That's a good question, Jack.
Trust me, I am not pregnant.
You sure about that?
Todd is the only possible candidate, and that ended quite some time ago.
Is that the only reason she could have fainted, Doc?
Lie back. There could be any number of causes, but we won't know definitely until we run more tests.
Okay, so what you're saying is you haven't found anything wrong with me.
Would you stop being a lawyer for once, Taya, and just be a patient for 1 second?
Turn over. When's the last time you had a physical?
I can't remember. It was quite a while ago. But they worked me over pretty good when I was blown up last year. Right after Blair and I both admitted that Todd was the love of our lives.
Answer the man.
Yeah, Mom. Do you love Elijah like Dad loves Taya?
Well, what could be?
I certainly can't speak for how your father loves Taya. But I can tell you how I feel about Elijah. I care about him.
Care about him?
Yeah, I care about him. He's a nice guy. He He's thoughtful. He's kind. And I'd actually like you guys to get to know him better, okay? All you kids, I mean, maybe you can meet him when he gets here.
If he gets here. Seems you're a nice, thoughtful man who stood you up.
He did not stand me up. I probably just got the wrong time, that's all.
He's not taking your calls?
He had a very important court date. Maybe he just was there longer than he expected.
Was it the stripper kid case?
You mean, was he representing Gigi Marasco in her appeal for custody? Yeah, that
My son
one.
had a reporter covering that case, and that case ended some time ago. Turns out that the gay cop got the kid.
What?
Yep. So it seems that you're Mr. Nice Guys and distracted by something else, or someone else.
I don't need blood tests,
Yes,
okay?
but since you're here anyway, why don't we just do a complete workup? I'm going to order you a CBC and HEENT.
Are you just torturing me because I'm a friend of Rachel's?
Come on, Taya, why would he do that?
Because Greg and Rachel broke up, and Rachel went back to Chicago.
I was completely right about Skylar Joplin. The guy was completely unstable.
You've never been through a rough patch in your life?
Yeah, but I didn't commit a crime because of it.
Skylar made some pretty big mistakes.
More than mistakes. And by protecting him, Rachel was indirectly responsible for Commissioner Buchanan's shooting.
That's not fair. How could Rachel have
Look,
possibly
I don't want to talk
known?
about Rachel anymore, okay? I need to go order these tests.
I don't need the tests.
Taya, you passed out. If I were you, I would take this very seriously.
I will make an appointment to get a physical soon.
Define soon.
I will make the appointment right now if it will allow me to leave here.
Good. I'll go schedule it right now. Don't move.
I thought I was persistent.
You are going to keep that appointment, aren't you?
Eli,
Hey, I might not be there to catch you next time.
there won't be a next time. And yes, I will.
Good. So, tell me more about this confession. You know, the one where Todd is the love of your and Blair's life.
Oh, you don't want to know.
Yes, I do.
I've already told you all about my incomprehensible, inexplicable history with Todd.
Which explains why I never stood a chance with him. But what about Blair?
What about Blair?
You think I have a chance with her?
You like her, don't you?
I'm just curious.
Well, first of all, you have to understand that Blair has her own incomprehensible, inexplicable history with Todd. And believe me, I am no fan of Blair's. But there are dangerous relationships and there are good ones. And for her own sake, I hope that she's not so much of a fool that she'd choose a dangerous one over a good one.